Michigan Out of Doors Online is brought to you in part by...
For over 30 years, Vanguard Outdoors has made the gear that turns a regular hunt into another fine day of field. We know that a good shooting stick or a nice pair of binoculars can make or break your day. Our design teams include serious hunters who work hard to bring you the best sporting optics, shooting sticks, tripods, bags, and more. We are Vanguard Outdoors.
Hello everyone, welcome to Michigan Out of Doors. We're so glad you're here. I'm Jenny Silik and we've got a great show headed your way this week. I'll introduce you to a group of kids who's fishing in a little slice of paradise in the western end of the Upper Peninsula. You won't want to miss that story. And Jimmy and Jordan have some other excitement headed our way this week.
Well, that's right, Jenny. We do have a few more things on this week's show. Just a week or so back, both Jordan and I were tagging along with different bear hunters. And although we didn't have a lot of success where we were at, Jordan did. So we'll have a really cool bear hunt for you to kind of kick off this week's show. And we're going to have a good duck recipe as well. Lots of good stuff. You stay tuned. I'm Jimmy Gretzinger, and it's time for Michigan Out of Doors.
From the first spring rains to the soft summer breeze, dancing on the pine forest floor, the autumn colors catch your eyes. Here come the crystal winter skies. It's Michigan, Michigan out of doors.
What a beautiful day in the woods.
Someday our children all will see this is their finest legacy, the wonder and the love of Michigan. As the wind comes whispering through the trees, the sweet smell of nature's in the air. From the Great Lakes to the quiet stream, shining like a sportsman's dream, it's a love of Michigan we all share.
Michigan Out of Doors is presented by Country Smokehouse, a sportsman's meat processor and Michigan destination since 1988. Offers a variety of homemade smoked meats and Michigan-made products in-store and online. The Country Smokehouse features an outdoor barbecue and bar. Details at countrysmokehouse.com. By Greenmark Equipment. Greenmark Equipment is a John Deere dealership network in southwest Michigan and northern Indiana. Greenmark provides sales and services to farmers, commercial businesses, large property owners, and homeowners. Information about pricing and products available can be found online at greenmarkequipment.com.
Change my ways. They told me I could leave soon if I changed my ways. It's been 3 dark days. Whoa!
A few weeks back, I was able to spend some time in Benzie County for the opening day of bear season, tagging along with a hunter looking for his very first Michigan bear.
Drew a Baldwin bear tag, our 10th year of applying. I also put in with my brother Joe and a good friend of mine, Jonathan Cermak. We all started applying 10 years ago, and we had a good feeling about this year, so we did the party tag where you put in your party ID, and we got drawn. So we're feeling very fortunate to be in this area. And we've talked to our guide, and he has high expectations, so we're pretty excited. We're hunting a large swamp in Benzie County. In the swamp, I will be in an area of thick stuff, and my brother Joe will be about 1.5 to 2 miles on the other side of this thick swamp. But he's also on a corn edge because he's out on private property, and the landowners are watching bears walk into the cornfield every night. So they would like help with the bear population, lower in their cornfield, and that's Joe's plan, and mine is to go into the swamp. So, like I said, we have high expectations.
As is often the case with bear hunting, things can happen fast, and after about 4 hours in the blind, we caught some movement coming out of the swamp.
good one. Hopefully it's a good hit, Lord. Oh boy. That looked like a good one. I told you it could happen fast. Oh my goodness. Wow. I knew he was a shooter as soon as I saw him. I don't know how many times I've been bear hunting and seen small bear, and I see this thing. Listen for the death moan. I don't hear one. He did. I heard it. Yeah. You heard him? Yeah, he did. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Yeah. Thank you, Jesus. He's down. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Good job. Oh. Dude. Happened in like 15 seconds. I knew. You heard a death moan? Yeah, I did. Like 3 of them, yeah. How big do you think he is? I honestly was just looking through the camera, and the way you reacted, I'm like, he must be big enough, because you're like, let me know when you're ready. Oh, I looked at him, I said, he's big. Yeah. I mean, if I'm fooled, I'm fooled. He looked big through the camera, but I never looked at him with my naked eye. Let's look at the shot. Oh, it's so fast. You. I saw one glimpse of him, like back there. I just saw black go through a gap, and I'm like, well, I know what that is. And I reached up, turned on the cameras, I looked back, he was already at the base. Oh. I think he's dead right out there.
After reviewing the footage, we felt confident the bear was down, and after sending out a few quick text messages, we made our way into the swamp.
Okay, we got real good blood right here. He went under here, and I gotta find a way for us to get through here. We got blood on the green, blood on the ground, and I think I'm gonna have to break some branches. That's good blood. Yeah. We just gotta find our dead bear. I keep looking ahead. Oh, there he is. There he is. Right there. There he is. We got a bear, and he's looking pretty good. Okay, let's go this way. Oh, bear, bear, bear. Oh, he's a good one. Oh, good. Oh, he's looking good. Big, thick shoulders. And then we gotta see how big the paw is. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's fun. That's fun. Oh.
Take his head up there one more time.
Yeah. Oh. I tried to put his tongue in, y'all, but he's big one.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Very awesome.
Took my vest off. I was gonna mark the spot, but I didn't know you guys are out here already.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, he goes, bear's coming in. I couldn't see where he's coming from. There's bear coming in, bear coming in. Yeah, I took one look at him. I took one look at him. Go, you ready? And he was looking at me. I waited for a broadside shot. We didn't get a lot of footage, but the footage we got, I mean, you get the hit and everything. It's good.
After taking lots of pictures, we made our way back to camp, where we found out that Jerry was one of 4 hunters to fill a tag on opening night. An incredible start to the season.
We get back to camp, and there's already a crowd gathered of the guides' friends, and then the bears just started rolling in. It felt like deer camp in September, and bear camp is pretty cool, and everyone's excited. They know the tags are limited, so everyone's excited for you, and it's just a really good time. We stayed up till 1 a.m. They had brats going, and just a party atmosphere of good time people.
260. 259. 0.999. 260 pounds. 260.
260, I cut a few hairs off. So
How come you couldn't just pick it up?
Jerry's bear ended up weighing just about 260 pounds, a very nice Michigan bear. However, his wasn't the biggest in camp. That would belong to another hunter, Logan Hurst, who was able to put a tag on a once-in-a-lifetime bear.
Well, Jason put me on a heck of a bear tonight. We got up here yesterday, and he was showing us some pictures, and he said he thought it was probably 450, 500 pounds. I didn't realize how big of a bear that was because I'd never seen a bear before. And I got in there at 1 o'clock this afternoon, 1:45, and sat there all day long. Never saw anything except for squirrels until about 7 o'clock. I was sitting there thinking, well, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen within the next hour. And it wasn't 2 minutes, and I could hear crashing coming through the swamp. Reached up and picked up the bow, and he come into the bait and flipped over and looked right up at me. He winded me immediately. And he must have felt comfortable enough. He laid down, flipped the logs over, and laid right behind him. So I had no shot with a bow. Somehow I got my bow back up on the hook and grabbed the gun and sat there for like 10 minutes waiting for a good shot angle. Finally picked his head up enough and turned enough to give me a good shot. And that slug hit him so hard it rolled him, and he made it maybe 20 yards from the bait and did a death moan, and that was it. But it was, I mean, it looked like a Volkswagen laner. It was unbelievable. It's hard to even explain it. That's the first bear I've ever seen. I waited 15 years to draw this tag, and I'm certainly glad I chose Jason and Final Chase Guide Service to come up here and get my first bear, because I know I'll probably never ever shoot another bear that big.
518. Bam. 518. Look at that. Yeah.
Well, it's pretty rare to see a 500-pound bear. I'm glad I was there to witness it firsthand. Once all of the bears were weighed, the work started, and these guys worked hard to make sure nothing went to waste. Special thanks to Jerry and everyone else involved for letting me be a small part of this hunt. It was a fun couple of days at bear camp here in northern Michigan.
We get it. There are no shortcuts to getting it right. Bell's Two Hearted IPA.
In the western end of the Upper Peninsula, just outside of the town of Ontonagon, there's a little slice of heaven that caters to people with disabilities who love the outdoors.
We're at Camp Josh in the western end of the Upper Peninsula, and we're having an event for some special needs, anywhere from high school kids to adults. And what we're doing is we're going to do a fishing event, and we're going to have pizzas this afternoon for lunch. We have a new Can-Am from Timberlane Sports in Berglund, and we're going to take them for rides. And then we have a Safari Club International donated track chair through their Escanaba branch, and we give kids rides on the track chair, which really gives a lot of accessibility. So, so we're excited to, we're going to fish, we're going to go for four-wheeler rides, and then we're going to do the track chair rides. So the kids I'm sure they'll be excited about them. We're expecting, probably 40 people today. So I think it's our 7th event this year. We had a bear hunter this year. We had a deer hunter this year. So, it's a big deal for us. And then, you got people like Keweenaw Bay Indian Community and Waters Meat Fish Hatchery, and they donate the fish to us every year, so we don't have to buy any fish, and we get rainbow trout every year. And
the group here today was having a great time, and speaking of rainbow trout, the pond here at Camp Josh was full of hungry ones. These young anglers were enjoying the non-stop fishing action. Tell me, what's your name?
Seth.
Seth? How did that happen? How'd you catch him?
Out magic.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You felt him bite?
Yeah. I was gonna go hang on my teacher until someone said I got a bite.
What a pretty fish. You know what kind that is?
No, it could be a trout.
It is. It's a rainbow trout.
You guys should add salmon.
Yeah, salmon would be nice too, wouldn't they? We'll tell them. Well, cool. What are we doing with it? Do we know?
I might take it to the butchering thing and then I might cook it tonight.
Ooh, all right.
Yep.
Nice job, Seth.
Bleed them for you.
Yeah.
All right, cool. JR and the rest of the volunteers here at Camp Josh were keeping busy at the fish cleaning station as the kids connected with one after another.
Whoa!
first one of the day.
Whoa, that's the biggest one of the day.
Wow.
You better hold them up.
Yeah. Oh! Hey, fishy, stop moving. Stop moving.
How cool.
Oh,
that's a huge one. How cool. What's your name?
Tori.
Tori, tell me how that happened. How'd you do it?
I was just looking at it, and then when it come down, and then I was like, oh, I got it.
Is that the biggest fish you've caught?
Yeah.
Nice. You like it, don't you?
Yep.
Pretty fun.
Yep.
Cool. Good job. Some kids were just spectating and enjoying the fresh air, sunshine, and camaraderie. What's your name?
Luke Applecamp.
Luke, have you caught a fish yet?
Not yet.
Have you caught one before?
I caught one before, yeah.
Okay.
I caught like 6 of them.
Oh, nice. What do you like about fishing?
Good.
Yeah?
It's very good.
Why is it fun?
Because it's my favorite thing to go to. Like, have fun, have some sunshine and stuff like that. And, yeah, fishing.
It was plain to see that some of these guys have some great fishing experience already.
My name is Kaven, and I caught a fish. I don't know how much weight or how large it was, but I managed to catch it. It was like 1 second.
How did you do it? Did you cast your bobber out there?
Yes, I did.
And then how did you know you had a fish?
Because it was pulling back.
Okay, cool. And what kind of fish, do you know?
It was like a trout.
Oh, nice. Very cool.
It was like a rainbow trout fish.
Oh, great. So you sound like a fisherman. You've probably fished before, huh?
Yes, I have.
You like it?
Yes.
What do you like about fishing?
You know, about eating the fish and catching it. Makes my arm stronger.
Awesome. I love that. Perfect. Thank you. That's what today was all about. JR talked about Camp Josh's namesake and how this whole outdoor paradise came to be.
Josh Brader, and he was bound to a wheelchair since birth, and he did a My Trail event, and then he just loved it so much that they got the idea that they should build this log cabin and a fish pond so he could enjoy the outdoors.
He's local?
He was local. He was from Ontonagon, and so that spawned into this. And unfortunately he passed away before this got done, but his legacy lives on.
Josh Brader's legacy is flourishing here. If the mission is to spark a passion for the outdoors in folks, it's a huge success.
You know, we always say we measure success with smiles, you know, and you can come in here and watch these people and you can just feel it, you know, it just comes from their heart, and it's fulfilling.
What is it about catching a little trout?
It's that, you know, the tug is the drug, as they always say, and so you're sitting out there and it's just that, you know, you're out there, you're relaxing, you're not in your normal environment. The fish cooperate, and anyone who's fished knows the feeling of that wildness that must come from the bottom of your DNA, you know, or something. I don't know.
These guys that are going to be here today probably don't get the opportunity.
They haven't fished. Some of them have never fished, and some of them fish once a year, twice a year, however many times we come up. You know, we try to. You know, I can't ever remember us getting a call where we would deny, you know, I mean, we're open and we want people to come, so it doesn't matter if there's a group, you know, we've done things for the Big Brothers Friend of the Elderly to, you know, we bring elderly people out here, we try to open it up for everybody because the whole idea is to give people a chance to do things they normally can't do.
Being a wheelchair user himself, Dean Juntanen has a great passion in helping others here.
You know, since you're out here, you can see that it's a wonderful environment. And what's really impressive to me is what's happened in the last several years, basically since J.R. Richardson got involved, because he has such a phenomenal network of both people and money sources. So what we've been able to do in the last 5 years is just kind of mind-boggling. We were just a very small, plain-looking camp prior to that, and now it's basically a showcase.
In addition to the cabin, pavilion, and fishing area, Camp Josh also has handicap-accessible hunting blinds overlooking food plots, complete with assisted shooting devices. Making outdoor activities accessible to all is what it's all about here.
You can never have too many opportunities for people with disabilities to get out and enjoy the great outdoors. And generally speaking, a lot of things aren't accessible to people with disabilities, so the more you can provide, the better.
Here in the Western UP, those opportunities abound. With the help of grants and their annual fundraising banquet in March, long-term plans here at Camp Josh include the addition of an interactive learning center. Special thanks to all the volunteers who are making dreams come true here at Camp Josh.
Well, we are here once again in Mount Pleasant at Wood Shop Social with Jim Wood. What are we cooking today?
We're gonna do duck carbonara.
Okay, so what is, I know we got some duck here. What did you do to this to get it to this stage?
So this, a few years back we did a recipe with this. This is duck ham, and we
Okay.
take it and we do a brine that includes maple syrup, water, curing salt, a little bit of booze, and you cure it overnight, and then we smoke it.
Okay, and how long did you smoke it for?
You smoke it for about 3 hours to
Okay.
160 degrees.
Okay.
Not a super long smoke, but plenty long enough.
Well, let's get it started. How do we do this?
All right, so we get our pan going. A little bit of oil.
What kind of oil are you using?
We're just using olive oil here.
Okay.
And then what we're trying to do here is crisp up this ham.
All right. Well, I did try a little bit of that beforehand, and it's pretty good.
Past your palate.
Yes. And you got some noodles already done here.
Yep, the noodles are already cooked, and then we've got some reserved water that the noodles were cooked in. They're going to help make the sauce.
Okay.
We've got some whole eggs, egg yolk. We've got Parmesan and Romano, a little bit of salt, and then we've got a little bit of extra Parmesan to garnish it. Now we've got that cooked down. We're going to add our pasta here.
Now that pasta, did you cook it all the way or just part way?
No,
or?
we cooked it like 80% of the way.
Okay. A little al dente?
Al dente. Wow, look at you. Learned that in cooking school?
I watch a lot of TV.
Okay. Michigan Out of Doors?
Yeah, but their chef's a little shady. Okay, so Jim, explain what we're doing here with this pot of water.
So we're going to indirectly cook the rest of this dish, basically so there's not flame on the pan that's going to coagulate or scramble these eggs, basically. So
okay.
We're tempering, essentially. So what you do here is we're going to take our eggs, we're going to add them to this bowl that we're going to cook over the water. We're going to whisk it good. This is going to create a little friction to warm these eggs up a little bit.
But you're not wanting to cook them all the way through.
No. And then we're going to add the Parmesan and Romano.
Wow.
And then we've got a little bit, we reserved a half cup of the same water that we cooked the
pasta in.
And we're going to add that right to the pan that has the pasta already in it.
And now do you have to make sure you've cooked the eggs enough then, or they?
Yeah, you'll know. Basically, you'll pull this back, and when you quit seeing the liquid,
okay,
see that liquid in there?
Yep.
That means you're good to go. Lots of times you get carbonara at a restaurant, and they use cream and butter, which whatever, that's fine. But this is the real deal, legitimate way to make it.
Well, we like nothing but the real deal here.
I know you do. All about classics.
So what is the name of this dish?
Duck ham carbonara.
Thank you so much for joining us this week for Michigan Out of Doors. We truly appreciate your viewership, and we want you to tune in upcoming weeks. We've got a lot of great things on the slate headed your way very soon. We'll be taking you up to the Copper Harbor area to fish off the tip of the Keweenaw Peninsula. We'll be hitting the bow hunting woods and all sorts of other fall action headed your way. If you'd like to see where we are and where we're headed next, you can always do that online.
Well, that's right, Jenny. Online is a good way to kind of keep tabs on us. The best way probably is our social media platforms. We're also on YouTube, so you can be checking us out there. Make sure you are joining us over the next several weeks. We're going to be out with cameras rolling around the state. There is so much happening right now. Bow season is open, small game is open, the salmon are staging. There is so much to do right now in our great state. Get out and enjoy it. And if we don't see you in the woods or on the water, hopefully we'll see you right back here next week on your PBS station.
Michigan Out of Doors is presented by.
Do you dream of somewhere bigger than your backyard? You can get there with Greenstone. Whether you want to hunt, fish, hike, or just watch the sunset, we're ready to help you own your place in the great outdoors. To learn more, visit greenstonefcs.com.
By G5 Outdoors, makers of the Quest and Prime bows, manufactured and designed in Memphis, Michigan. G5 offers a line of archery bows, broadheads, and accessories on the web at g5outdoors.com.
By Network Outdoors, connecting members to share experiences, help grow businesses, and to give back to the outdoor community. Learn more at one of 10 monthly meetups or online at networkoutdoors.com.
By SCI. SCI helps protect, promote, and preserve wildlife through conservation practices which include hunting. SCI supports and funds conservation programs in the state of Michigan. Learn more how you can get involved at a chapter near you.
Closed captioning brought to you by Double D Ranch Foundation, a nonprofit 501c3 foundation working to make hunting and fishing accessible for those with disabilities.
When I wander far away, a dream stays with me night and day. It's the road that leads to my home state. I am a Michigan man. Changing seasons paint the scene like rainbow trout in a hidden stream. The white-tailed deer in the tall pine trees. I am a Michigan man. I am a Michigan man. Ask where I'm from and I'll show you my hands. Lord above, I love this land. I am a Michigan man. From the Keweenaw down to St. Joe, Kalamazoo, east to Monroe, to St. Marie and back again. I am a Michigan man. I am a Michigan man. Ask where I'm from and I'll show you my hands. Lord above, I love